Welcome back to Shipstorm TV. Today, you'll see daring rescues, brutal ship collisions, and monster storms that push man and machine to the edge. But stay locked in, because at the end, we'll reveal the unstoppable power of a nuclear submarine. Don't miss it. Hit subscribe now. Look at that, a collision that could have sparked disaster. The Stena Immaculate, packed with jet fuel for the U.S. Air Force, was struck by the Solomon in the North Sea. One spark, and the entire ocean could have gone up in flames. Flames explode on a small yacht in the bay, ripping through the deck as fierce winds push the blaze toward nearby boats. Every second counts. One wrong gust and the fire could leap across the water, turning the harbor into an inferno. Chaos erupts on deck as crews shout over roaring waves, racing to locate a man overboard. Every second feels like a lifetime. Suspense, fear, and determination collide in a desperate fight to save a life against the relentless sea. Out here offshore, the sea is unforgiving. Crew battle towering waves, freezing winds, and relentless spray just to keep operations running. Every move demands focus, courage, and stamina. Life and work intertwined on the edge of nature's rawest fury. Four lives on the line, stranded after their boat capsized off Townsville's coast. As waves pounded, an EMQ rescue helicopter swooped in. With seconds to spare, the crew pulled all four to safety. A miracle in the storm. This is survival against the odds. A tense rescue unfolds 150 miles off Puerto Rico as the U.S. Coast Guard races against towering waves to save passengers aboard the Carnival Dream. Every second counts, every maneuver matters. Heroes in action, proving courage and skill can conquer the fiercest seas. A medical emergency unfolds aboard the massive Opera cruise ship. Amid towering waves and panic on deck, rescue teams race against time. With the clock ticking, they lift the injured passenger to safety. A dramatic rescue that shows courage when danger strikes at sea.
Oh my God. That's it. Oh my God. They're okay.
Disaster off Taiwan. The TS Taipei runs aground, snaps in two, and sinks beneath raging seas. But the story doesn't end there. Smith's salvage arrives with colossal power, battling waves and wreckage to lift the broken giant from the deep. A breathtaking fight against the ocean itself. In the fury of a New Zealand storm, the cargo ship Rena runs aground, tearing open her hull. Inside, 100 tons of fuel oil threatening to spill into the sea. One breach, and the coastline could face an environmental catastrophe beyond imagination.
Shit.
In the heart of the North Atlantic, a monstrous storm unleashes winds at force 12 on the Beaufort scale. A cargo ship fights desperately, but with engines failing, it drifts helplessly. Each towering wave threatens to swallow it whole. Pure survival against nature's wrath. Chaos in the canal. A massive cargo ship loses steering, drifting sideways with terrifying force. The banks loom closer, every second a heartbeat away from disaster. One wrong slide, and steel meets concrete in a crushing impact. This is a near miss written by fate.
Bangga! Bangga to! Bangga!
Rogue waves strike with brutal force. Towering walls of water slam a container ship, tilting its massive deck. Nearby, a small vessel doesn't stand a chance, capsized in seconds. Nature shows no mercy, reminding us how fragile steel and skill can be at sea. From Japan's seafloor to California's coast, a distant earthquake unleashes a tsunami that surges into harbors. The water rises nearly a meter. tossing boats like toys and smashing docks. By the time it calms, damage climbs to $26 million. Nature's reach knows no borders. Killer whales on the hunt. An entire pod surges through the waves, chasing down a small ship offshore. Their fins slice the water like torpedoes, every leap closing the gap. It's man versus predator in the wild, untamed theater of the ocean.
Oh my god.
Beneath the waves lies a masterpiece of engineering, the nuclear submarine. Unlike diesel subs that must surface often, these giants create their own power, air, even fresh water. Imagine it, 3 months underwater, invisible, unstoppable, surfacing only to resupply and swap crews. It's not just a vessel, it's a hidden city of steel, a technological marvel cruising silently in the deep. In the balance of power at sea, nothing inspires more awe than the sheer endurance of nuclear submarines. Welcome back to Shipstorm TV. Get ready for the ocean's most intense moments. Massive ships colliding, fiery blasts shaking ports, and steel giants crumbling in seconds. This isn't Hollywood. It's real, it's raw, and it's happening right now. The storm starts here. Here it is, folks, the mighty Roarborg, making its grand debut in 2014. A mountain of steel sliding into the sea with unstoppable force, flexing raw power and flawless engineering. The crowd roars, the water explodes. This isn't just a launch, it's a thunderous statement on the ocean stage. July 2020, 2 steel giants, Florence Spirit and Atlantis, charging head-on in the narrow Welland Canal, Ontario. The impact is brutal, metal screams against metal, and the world holds its breath. Miraculously, no lives were lost, but this terrifying clash shook the waters like never before.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
In Istanbul, history met disaster. a massive cargo ship lost control and plowed straight into a centuries-old waterfront mansion. The crash was thunderous, wood splintering,
Oh my gosh.
stone crumbling, as onlookers
Oh my
gasped in
gosh.
shock. In seconds, a priceless piece of heritage lay shattered beneath the brute force of steel and sea.
اسعى المركب بتتقلب اسعى لا خلاص راعي نفسه الحمد لله
February 2024, Guangzhou, China. A massive cargo ship slams into a bridge with unstoppable force. In seconds, concrete crumbles, steel twists, and the entire span collapses. Cars plunge into the river below as chaos erupts. It's a nightmare on the water. Pure destruction unfolding before stunned eyes.
لا خلاص راعي نفسه الحمد لله
اكسر قزاز.
الناس نطت من المركب يا جدعان
2019, San Juan, Puerto Rico. The colossal Norwegian epic cruise liner drifts off course, momentum unstoppable. Then, impact. A thunderous crash shatters Pier 3, concrete splintering under the ship's massive hull. Tourists watch in disbelief as this floating city tears through steel and stone like paper. Barcelona. Chaos ignites in the harbor. A ferry slams into a towering crane, sending it crashing onto chemical containers. Seconds later, boom! A massive explosion erupts. Flames shoot sky high. Smoke blankets the skyline. Firefighters race to control the inferno as the port turns into a fiery battlefield. At sea, disaster strikes cargo, an entire shipment of electric cars exposed to salt water. Then it happens. One battery ignites, a chain reaction erupts, and within moments the vessel is consumed. Flames devour everything, turning millions in cargo into ash. A floating fortune lost forever to fire. A rented yacht turns into a fireball of chaos. One simple mistake, forgetting to switch on the ventilation fans. Gas fumes build, then ignite in a deadly flash. Within minutes, flames race through the vessel, devouring it whole. A dream voyage instantly becomes a nightmare at sea. yacht launch turns into instant disaster. The massive crane, straining under the weight, suddenly jerks out of control. In a heartbeat, the multi-million-dollar vessel plunges straight down, smash into the water below. Gasps erupt from the crowd as triumph turns into sheer catastrophe. On the Guap River, disaster in seconds. A towering crane buckles under crushing weight, then collapses. The vessel beneath is torn apart, metal shrieking as millions vanish into twisted wreckage. A launch gone horribly wrong. The vessel hits the water, crack. The hull splits open instantly. Gasps erupt as the proud ship sinks into shame, a brutal reminder of fatal design flaws. Santo Domingo's port. Suddenly, chaos like a blockbuster movie. The massive chiton surges forward, completely out of control. Then, boom! It slams into the docks, concrete flying, metal twisting. Workers scatter in panic as the harbor transforms into a scene of pure maritime mayhem.
On the bottom now!
In Hamburg Harbor, disaster narrowly avoided. A towering three-masted training ship scrapes a docked vessel, nearly capsizing. Windows shatter, debris scatters, and onlookers gasp as catastrophe comes terrifyingly close.
Nou, dan heb ik toch nog even...
A rescue ship, built to save, suddenly turns traitor. Instead of protecting, it slams into the very vessel it should guard. Steel crashes, truss shatters, its mission twisted into catastrophe. Far out at sea, tension erupts into raw chaos. Japanese whalers, massive and unyielding, ram straight into the Sea Shepherd's ship. Metal grinds, waves explode, crews scream over roaring engines. It's not just a collision, it's a high-stakes showdown on the open ocean, a battle of will and fury.
Never jump in? Yeah, he jumped in. Stop.
Come here, boy. Oh, he's rolling.
Wow, check him out. Hi, guys. Are there 2 or 3 of them?
So, which moment shook you the most? The bridge collapsing, the raging fire, or that bone-crushing collision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The ocean, majestic yet merciless. One tiny mistake can unleash disaster. Don't miss a single wave of chaos. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Shipstorm TV for more jaw-dropping moments from the wild seas.